Our next speaker believes the rising tide of stress related illness isn't just a health crisis, it's a wake up call. In a world pushing us to do more and feel less, she believes now is the time to return to the rhythm we were born with. A former Boeing senior leader turned holistic health practitioner, she's the founder of Soaring to Source and an author of the upcoming book, The Quantum Blueprint. But her biggest transformation came when all her tools failed and she had to realign her own gut, heart, and mind to rise again. Over the next 10 minutes, you're going to learn a 3-step method she now teaches to help high achievers go from burnout to balance, from stress to self led. What you might not know is that her greatest teacher doesn't have a PhD, she has hooves. Her horse Lily has taught her more about healing presence and emotional intelligence than any textbook ever could. When she's not speaking, you'll find her leading equine retreats, riding by the ocean, or laughing with her grandchildren. Here to share the triple brain reset, a micro method to managing stress and boost focus, please help me welcome Miss Antoinette Engelke.
Have you ever felt like your mind was holding meetings without your permission? This happens to me quite a bit because I have a very busy little committee up here. There's 3 people on this committee, and I'd absolutely love to introduce you to them. The first one, I call her the chair of overthinking, and she drives me crazy. She's the one that'll keep me up at night. The next one drives my husband batty. She is the director of doom. She is all about plan, 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 risk, 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 what's going to go wrong, and it is so exhausting. The third one drives us both crazy, and she is called the VP of What Will They Think? She's my little perfectionist. Most of my life, these were running the show. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love them. They have helped me to achieve a lot in corporate America. They helped me push through so much, and they almost pushed me over the edge. So, how did this little committee even get created? Well, back in 5th grade, I was moved into a remedial reading group. The adults meant to help. However, this did brand me. I could still remember that day as if it was yesterday. When I was told to move to that group, I pushed my chair back. I could still hear the chair scraping on the floor. I walked into the remedial reading group with my head held low in shame. That day, I became a target, and it was relentless. The kids were using the R word a lot. This also formed a belief within me, the belief that in order to belong, I had to work harder, achieve more, and I had to do everything right. This belief not only shaped my life, but my inner committee. Have you ever had a single conversation rip open a wound that you thought had healed? Well, years after I thought I had healed this, and with everything I knew, emotional intelligence, mindfulness, nutrition, I still fell for the committee because they weren't really gone. They were just quieter until life got loud again. One conversation, one unexpected moment, and suddenly the committee was running the show again. I was back in 5th grade with all those thoughts going through my head. You failed. You're unworthy. You don't belong. I started reaching for my tools, a mindfulness tool here, an emotional intelligence breathwork type tool here. They would work for a little bit and then they would fall flat. I was doing this for weeks. I was absolutely exhausted. And then one night I fell to my knees in tears. And in that surrender, I heard a little voice say to me, remember who you are and find your harmony again. That whisper didn't show me anything new, but it taught me that our greatest stresses don't necessarily come from everything that's happening around us, but it happens because of the war that's within us. When your thoughts, your emotions, and your body, when they fall out of sync, you're no longer in tune with your inner symphony. My tools, they weren't failing. The committee in my head, they were actually just the messenger that was telling me I was disconnected from the inner symphony. You see, we all have our own unique harmony that we were brought into this world with, and I call it our blueprint. This is meant to be played by your three brains. The gut, it lays the rhythm. The heart sings the melody, and the brain and our mind, they conduct the score. Together, this is your inner symphony, and they're not meant to work solo. This is why grasping at those tools wasn't working. Raise your hand if you've ever tried a breath work or maybe meditation, maybe even a green smoothie to try and reduce your stress and bring it under control, only to have that committee or the stress creep right back in. Well, don't worry, you're not broken. You're just out of sync with your original design. Today, I would like to focus on part of that system. We're going to focus on the heart because the heart is the bridge between the rhythm of your body and the score of your mind. I refer to the heart as a brain because the heart actually has its own neural network, just like the brain. It also can think on its own. It makes its own decisions. It communicates more with the brain than the brain is communicating with the heart. This is where we express our emotions from. And as you know, when our emotions spike, our heart starts racing, our breath goes shallow, and then, the CEO goes offline because it's been hijacked by the fight, flight, and freeze. And when this happens, we can't think any longer. So can we bring this CEO back online? Well, back when I was growing up, I was told that we didn't have access to our heart rate. I am so grateful that science has proven this to be wrong because through our breath work, we do have access. And when we can sync up our breath with our heart, when we can get that rhythm together, that's called coherence. And when we become coherent, we turn the CEO right back online. I want to teach you a breath work today that is in my upcoming book, The Quantum Blueprint. It's called rhythmic alignment breathing. It starts with a diaphragmic breath. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it. I'm going to explain it real quick. This is where you're pushing your diaphragm down so that you're giving room for the air that's coming into your lower lungs. Your belly is coming out as you're inhaling, and your belly is going back in as you're exhaling. Your shoulders are not doing this. This is shallow breath. Your shoulders are staying still. And at the very end, your chest does come out just a little bit as your upper lungs are filling with air. Usually when I'm teaching the diaphragmic breath work, I have people lying down. But don't worry, I'm not going to have you guys lie down today. After the diaphragmic breath, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in rhythm because it's the rhythm that is going to help us get coherence. We each have our own rhythm. Mine happens to be an inhale of 5 and an exhale of 5. So we're going to use that rhythm. So if you're comfortable, please place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. I want you to take a couple of deep diaphragmic slow breaths in and out. And now let's bring in some rhythm. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can release the count now. Bring your hands down and just let your breath move on its own. Take your time, there's no rush. I want you to notice what shifted within you and how easy it is to bring just one of your brains back in tune again. We just began today focusing on the heart. The gut and the head, they have their own rhythm. And in my keynotes and my workshops, we explore all three brains. If you're interested in learning how to harmonize the three brains, come talk to me afterwards. That night on the floor, I didn't need another tool. The committee, oh boy, did it ever get louder. But they were just the messenger telling me that I had lost the harmony of my three brains. So when stress rises or your inner committee takes over, you're not broken. It's just a signal that you need to find your score again. You need that music that you were born with. Your symphony, it's not lost. It's only drowned out by the noise. So remember your symphony and reclaim yourself. Thank you.